93.7 Wednesday's edition of the show. Today is the 25th. Of course, October is done with. Yes, but I have with me in the studio Ambassador Motor Director. Good morning, Security Bridges here.
Good morning, sir.
Once you touch that mic, let's go. Talk. Let me. At something that I pray not to have issues with law enforcement. I always settle my cases before we get to that level. Anything, I just follow the scripture and say settle it here now.
Okay, Romans chapter 13.
I try not to get to that.
Romans chapter 13.
It's how I put it, mostly traumatic for me. I try not to because there's no need. It's completely unnecessary. Why did I laugh at it?
That scripture you mentioned.
Yes. No, I tried
Romans
to.
chapter 13.
Yeah.
I've read it very well too.
Yeah.
Before they deliver you to jail. Romans chapter 13.
I'm going to warn about you go explain that.
Don't be play. You go explain tire. Man, you actually explain tire. Don't be play.
Yeah. But it has happened. We're here now.
Yeah, it's, I looked at it. I said, Bosun, what have you been doing? For some time now, you've been giving people heavy dose of deep security talk. Now, come on, tell them how will they approach cases with the police. Because it's also important that they know how to approach cases with the police. A lot of people don't know how to approach police cases. You understand? So when they have cases with the police or the army and all of that, they get upset. Also, so today we'll be looking at how to approach cases with the Nigerian police force. And also we'll be looking at other security agencies that does investigation. And be marking them for me so I go remember to talk about them. And then also we'll now look at other government security or armed forces and their limitations. So let's first of all look at steps on how to approach or make a police case and report and all of that. Now, you must understand that the Nigerian police force, by the laws of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 Constitution as amended, and all, makes the police the lead internal security agency above the military in issues of internal concern. Internal means any issue that happens inside Nigeria. The police takes lead on it. And if for any reason the military has to come involved, the police has to invite them, and there has to be a ceremony where the police normally hand over flag to them, giving them the right to operate. Like in the case of the Imo River, being in the case of the insurgents in North. I think in the North it was DIG Wakama, then DIG Wakama that handed over to the military. They did a parade where he had to hand over the flag, giving them the right to take the operation now in internal settings. So, the military has their own role in the Constitution. I think if I search it, I'll see they have their role to protect against internal and external aggression and others. Now, the military is made up of the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. These three people have their leadership: the Chief of Army Staff, Chief of Air Staff, and Chief of Defense. And the Chief of Naval Staff, Chief of Army Staff, and Chief of Air Staff. Then these three of them they are all 3-star generals who heads them. And then the 4-star general there is the Chief of Defense Staff. The Chief of Defense Staff also supervise them and handle issues mostly of international concerns, such as intelligence gathering, such as intelligence gathering, operations, and other things. Just like you have the CIA and America and all of that, you have the defense intelligence in the US and all of that. You understand me? The Chief of Defense basically oversee international operations, you understand, and operations that has to collaborate with the three military body, Army, Navy, and Air Force together. Basically, I think he also oversees them. Chief of Defense Staff also oversees them. Now, the military undergo a lot of the same training as the police, but they do more of endurance training than the police. They have better endurance training than the police. That is because they are trained for combat. Whereas the police, first of all, is trained for internal issues The police is trained to maintain peace, not really as a force. The police has the force unit of it, which is the Police Mobile Force, PMF, which you call MOPOL. That's Mobile Police, MOPO. That's what the name MOPO came from, Mobile Police. It's called Police Mobile Force. Okay. They have, for example, in Rivers State, they have the 19 PMF. They call it MOPO 19. And then they have the 48 PMF in Ahoda Stroke, my area. And then they have one again in Ogoni. This PMF go for extra training. Even if you're a police officer, before you become part of the PMF, they mobilize you. They have a lot of training like Jaji. They have places where they go for training, and they do serious combat training and internal rescue operations trainings to make you agile enough to participate in the mobile. Now, the Nigerian mobile framework was basically created for riots and other form of protest. Okay. So that they can disperse the crowd and all that. So that is the training. So we are hoping that they have reviewed these trainings to include a lot of other measures based on the prevailing issues that we are having in regards to security. We are hoping that they will review it and include, I remember they also recruited, when they were doing refreshers courses, they included SWAT training. That was back then. That special weapon and tactics trainings. So that's the mobile. Aside from the mobile is generally a national tactical team.
Okay.
Yes, it's a tactical team. And you understand me? Aside from the mobile, they have other forms of mobile called Special Protection Unit. This is a set of mobile that are carved out for the protection of civilians, where civilians can request through the Inspector General of Police, and he can approve for them to get these people to protect them when there are threats to their life or companies. Now, the police mobile force, they wear green beret, while the Special Protection Unit, they wear blue beret, while the regular police force wear black beret.
Okay.
You understand? Now, that is not all the beret. These forms of, they still have another tactical team which was created, I think, during the Obasanjo, I don't know, but I can't recall vividly, which is the CTU, the Counter-Terrorist Unit. They call it CTU. They are always dressed on black overall, kind of, and red beret. They are called Counter-Terrorist Unit. Most of them, the first sets were trained in South Africa to combat terrorism. Basically, to combat terrorism. They have a base in Rivers State, somewhere around that Rumokoro and I've forgotten, Rumo or Dumaya, I don't know Dumaya, that flyover road, I don't know the road, but they have a base in Rivers State. They wear red beret and black overall most times. Now, that's another unit that is also the police also used to tackle such issue as tactical distance. The Inspector General of Police has the right to create any formation he wants to with regards to combating certain crime, while in the state, the Commissioner of Police also has the right to create tactical teams to combat certain crime. So aside from these nationally recognized tactical teams I've mentioned, there are other tactical teams in command level. For example, in Rivers State, we have so many tactical teams created by the commissioners, and the commissioners can also disband them. For example, there was E-Crack in those days, created by from late CP Momolaji Odesanya. He created E-Crack when he was here. You understand me? Yeah. And then when Ebuka came, retired AIG Ebuka, when he was CP Rivers, he disbanded E-Crack. Remember? Now there are a lot of other squads created like that by the command. Part of these squads, we have the anti-cultism unit that was carved out from SOS by the Commissioner of Police Ogun Shakin. Carved out anti-kidnap and anti-cultism from SOS then, and gave them their own place as tactical team. That's how we got to have independent anti-kidnapping unit and independent anti-cultism unit of the Rivers State Police Command. We also have other formations like the CP Strike, created by the former CP Okon, now AIG Okon. We also have then while there is this C4I that was created in the time of Amechi when he was governor of the state.
Yeah.
C4I, they were back at the head at the secretariat. They had, it's all gone. They had a lot of gadget then, but now C4I is broken down into 3. Now we have the C4I itself. That is the one you have now. They have their office near the house of the former governor of Rivers State. The one you see around the judge. They have the C4I. Then now, they also have the Autopost strike, which was also carved out from that C4I. They are indubable. It's a tactical team that are indubable. Then we have the C4I intelligence, which replaced the former Abakari's team that used to be in IRT, that used to be in Borokori in town. Now we have them as C4I intelligence. They are domiciled with the command too. We have a lot of other tactical teams. Time will not allow me to mention them. Like for example, in Oyibo, we have about 2. We have the Hawk. The Operation Hawk is a tactical team in Oyibo meant to combat certain crime. We also have the Operation Tiger. The Tiger too, I think they are in Oyibo. Two tactical teams that are domiciled in that environment. So these tactical teams are created by the commissioners of the state, and they work on the authority of the commissioner of police in that state. So they have the jurisdiction to move around the state, and they report directly to the commissioner of police through their commanders. Currently, we also have a Rivers State government partnership with the police force, where we have the Operation Sting. Operation Sting is also a tactical team, where the Rivers State government partnered with the police force to create Operation Sting, currently headed by a Deputy Commissioner of Police, a very wonderful Deputy Commissioner of Police, DCP Jefta Nengi. He's a Bayelsa, he's a strong and active police officer, DCP Jefta Nengi.
So if someone has a case with any of these, how
no,
do you
I'm coming, I'm going. That's why I'm trying to establish these things. Now, these tactical teams you see, they operate and they report directly to the Commissioner of Police. They do not report. Now, that is because the Commissioner of Police also has the right to ban these tactical teams, disband them, and create as many as he wants to combat certain crimes, as I earlier mentioned. But there are police formations that have been carved out from beginning that cannot be touched. This police formation is that we have the force headquarters, then commanded by the IG and his management team of DIGs and an AIG who is the first secretary as part of the management team. Aside of that, the DIG's head departments, we have the zonal headquarters commanded by Assistant Inspector Generals of Police, of which Rivers State is under Zone 16, headquartered in Bayelsa, in Yenego Arada. Now, it's headed by an AIG, and it supervises the state's commands of the police. Then we have the police command, the state command headquarters, like you have the Rivers State Command here in Moscow Road, headed by a commissioner of police, and they have minimum 3 deputy commissioners of police, heading different sections, the administration and the finance, the operations, as well as the state criminal investigation department. Now, and they have a management team too. Now they have, after the command headquarters, they have area commands. The area command is headed by assistant commissioners of police. They report directly to the commissioner. Their job is to supervise the divisions under them. Now in Rivers State, we have about 9 area command, if I'm not mistaken. And then we have police divisions. What you call police stations is police divisions. These police divisions are the closest police formation to you. This is where you're supposed to make your first report, no matter the report. That's why I said I was going somewhere. Now, sometimes you have police posts. In liaising with the commissioner, the division creates police posts to meet up to some certain environments and help them to be closer, more like a liaison office to the police divisions. Yeah. Now, police divisions have jurisdictions. They cannot operate like tactical team everywhere. So something cannot happen here in Forces Avenue, and you are going to my one to report it. No. You have to find out the police station that is in charge of Forces Avenue, of which is the old GRA police station. You understand me? That is the right place to report that issue. So now, if there is any issue, you must first go to the closest police station, which is in charge of that place where you are. That means you have to know them. And then make what they call police entry. When you make this entry, that's the first step. If the entry, you want it investigated seriously, they will ask you for a statement. You write a statement. If you don't want to do it, you can just do an entry. Look, oh, my life was threatened. You make an entry by so person and so environment. I'm coming to let you know. Or so and so thing happen. You can make an entry. But in the case of maybe you were attacked or something, you have to go and make a police. You want to maybe arrest someone or not. You also go to the police station. You write your statement, make an entry, and then do a statement. And then the police will go and invite not necessarily arrest, invite whoever you you have that issue with to the station and see how they can resolve it. If it is something they can't resolve, then they will look for how, after investigation, to charge it to court if two of you could not resolve at the station. Now, if you are not comfortable with the way they are handling that case at that level of the police station, you have the right to go to the area commander covering that police station.
Okay.
You understand me? Yeah. You go to that area commander, and then that area commander will listen to you. His office will listen to you and invite the DPO to hand that case over, or call the DPO to get briefing that has to do with that case. Okay. And if they truly see that maybe the division is not handling it well, they can now ask the DPO to transfer it to them for them to handle. But if they think the DPO is doing it well, and maybe you are just trying to cut corners, they will just refer you back to the DPO to handle it well, or you can go to court. You know? Then if you feel the area command is also compromised and they cannot handle it well, maybe they are siding with the DPO and you clearly believe that these people are ganging up against you, maybe because of the powers you're dealing with or something, then you can now write to the Commissioner of Police. Do a petition to the Commissioner of Police. And then the Commissioner of Police can minute your petition to whichever department he wants. He can request that the area commander or the division, they bring that case to him or the DPO. He can also request that that case should now be handed over to any formation he likes. Most times it's the state CID which is in charge of investigation. Because when you bring a matter to him, it means that you want it properly investigated. Yeah. So most times it is sent to the CID to handle. But if it is a criminal case, most cases, maybe armed robbery, they were with arms, kidnap, and you make a report in these police divisions. Most times they transfer it to special squad that should handle that, more like anti-kidnap. If it's a kidnap case, they have to transfer it there. If it's a robbery case, even if they have arrested a person, maybe with gun or anything, they still have to transfer it to the section that is a tactical team that handles that. That's because the division is not to handle such cases. You understand? So they transfer it to tactical team that are ready for such things. That's what they do. So if you, maybe you're not comfortable with how they handle it and you approach the Commissioner of Police too, he will also refer your petition to a tactical team asking them to take over the issue from that division. You understand me? And then that's how it operates. If you're also not comfortable with how the commissioner is handling it, you can as well go to the zone, because they supervise the commissioner, and do another petition. The zone will now request the commissioner to brief them on that case, and if they are not comfortable, they can request the commissioner to hand it over to them. But if they are comfortable, they will not. However, the former Inspector General of Police made it very clear that cases should not just be transferred from the command to the zone like that, because a lot of people, while trying to evade justice, they run to the zone to call the zone so that they can just become the complainant, while the complainant become the suspect. You understand? So they run to the zone. So the previous IGs, they said, look, zone, don't just come and take matters. First of all, do proper findings. Make sure the commissioner is doing his job. If he's not doing his job, then you can have an excuse. But if he's doing his job well in that case, you don't really need to take it off like that. But if you're still not comfortable with the zone, then you can write to the Office of the Inspector General of Police, Federal Republic of Nigeria, and he can now request for either your case to be brought to him through one of the departments, or he can refer your case back to any formation of his kind, of his choice, whether high or low. He can take your case from the zone, refer it even to the DPO, or to the area command, or to even the commissioner, or back to that AIG, or to a special team in the force headquarters there. You understand? Whichever one he feels can handle this thing and bring out truth in it. So this is how to go about police issues. Now, a lot of times we make mistake. We don't go about police issues like this. When we have issues with the police, we run down to social media. No. They attacked me. As they attacked me, now they make I pay 1 million. See, they were trying to. You run down to social media. Instead of the first thing you're supposed to do before your social media, you're supposed to go to the closest police formation and make an entry. Probably drop a statement. You understand me? And then give them time to investigate. Okay. If you find out that they are not doing anything about it, you understand me? You can now follow these processes I said. But then at least you must make an entry first. That entry, then you can now begin to do your social media. You understand me? After you have made these entries and giving them some days to investigate and you're not getting positive answer, you can now go on social media. You understand me? Okay. So that when you're talking on social media, you tell people that I have gone to the police, I made a report since last week, since XYZ, nobody is talking to me. The last time I checked, they told me this. Then your report on social media will be complete. Instead of just going to social media first, go to them first. So that this will not help you, even if you end up in the court with them or anywhere, with regards to your accusation or what happened to you. You have the proof that, look, I went to the police station, I made an entry, nothing was done, so I had to resort to public help. That's why I went on social media.
In all these things you mentioned, you're not going to spend any money, right? You're making your entry.
Yes, there is no provision for you to spend money in making your entries.
But that's not what we notice when we go there.
Yes, that is also not what a lot of people notice when we go there. But though I do not notice that when I go there, because of the fact that I am a security relations consultant and I've been able to have a niche for myself, and I also know the roads to take. Maybe that is why. You understand me? Maybe that is why I do not have
the road to take.
Yes, I know the road to take. Now, that road to take is what I'm teaching people also for free. You understand me? So there is need for people to know these things. And if you go to the police station and they ask you to bring money, you should ask them for what?
To buy files.
To buy files.
Yeah, to open file for you and then maybe go and look for it. I don't know about the pen, but you have to buy that. You have to.
Well, I think I have to open up some of these things now a bit.
Well, I think we have to, because there's something I want to talk about.
I would have loved to open up all the reasons why those file and that pen. I have answers.
I think we should come to the police station with our files and pens. Well,
I think where you are going now, we have to look at the police funding, their budgets, the approval of their budgets, the dispensing of that fund, how it moves. I have these reasons kept. I've gone to as far as the National Assembly before for these issues. So I understand this.
Let's talk about it next week. Why? But another thing I want to talk about again, which is going to be next week, is somebody is robbed. The person was shot. The person now goes to the station and appeals. See, this happened to me. This happened to me. They will now hear things that they say, go and bring 250K, go and bring 300K so that we can start your case. So those things already, they stole the person's car. The person is already at loss. The person is at loss already. You're not telling the person to go and look for money again. So it's discouraging. So people just, leave and go to your house. Because, at the end of the day, they understand that. No, because it's hurting. It's hurtful. So, but what's in the after we have to.
I wish you had time. I would have loved to answer.
Let's do it next week Wednesday.
Yes, we have to answer. Do you know why? These things you have said is the reasons why most people even avoid the police totally.
Most definitely.
You understand? So we need to address it. So next week on Security Bridge, by the grace of God, we will be addressing it. But for now, we'll be uploading this video that we've lectured you today on YouTube. You can go to YouTube, follow the page, subscribe, and click on the button so you get information from us at Bosinde Life. Bosinde Life is BOSINDELIVE. Okay, then if you want to call me on phone and you want to talk to us on phone, you can reach me on 0803 945 6424. You could also call my management team 0706 048 7754. That's 0706 048 7754. Then you can book us for public speaking and we can come talk to you. You understand me? And all of that. So follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube at Bosinde Life. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful hanging out here with Zubi on Security Bridge.
Thank you very much. Let's go. It's already